Video games and characters have been synonymous since its inception. Whether Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt for the NES or E.T. on the Atari from all the way back in the early 80s, characters have been the lifeblood of games for decades, and clearly they're here to stay. From the unconventional, quirky and badass to the fantastical, flamboyant and downright weird, gamers have come to form strong, almost indescribable bonds with these fictitious formulations. We're talking about characters like Leon Kennedy, Samus Aran, Solid Snake, Gordon Freeman, Master Chief, Sephiroth, and whatever the hell this thing is. Just kidding, Sonic. You're cool. And a crap ton more characters. But in the past several years, just when gamers were minding their own business, enjoying their favorite pastime, out of nowhere comes, you guessed it, DEI. Okay, fine, it didn't come from out of the blue. It was brooding from the early 2010s. Suffice to say, this movement, for lack of a better word, has made a cataclysmic splash across the gaming industry, and in my opinion, not always for the better. Mega corporations and platform owners like Sony and Microsoft, industry-leading developers like Blizzard and CD Projekt Red, and even prominent launchers like Steam have all been affected, or some would even say infected, by the woke mind virus. Rainbows were everywhere. Job positions, game narratives, gameplay mechanics, heck, even gender selection. Nothing was safe from the eye of DEI, and most noticeable of them all was character designs. And that is what I want to talk about today, because everyone is totally and completely wrong. You see, it doesn't matter how or what you think about DEI going woke and all the other manifestations of this movement. The fact is that DEI is not the problem, but creating cool looking characters is. Check this out. Which one of these characters looks cool? If you answered body type 2, you would be correct. Now, what if I told you that Geralt was gay? Seriously though, it wouldn't matter now, would it? Why? Because he looks cool. Now, what if I told you that the creator of the Witcher series was gay? Or better yet, what if the entire cast of characters in the Witcher series itself were trans? Would it change your overall thoughts of the games? Does it make the games bad retroactively? Or should the series be boycotted into oblivion? I think not. Because the characters look so cool design-wise, you wouldn't even care or you wouldn't even notice their orientation in the first place. Now, I understand that the more recent iterations of uncool character designs have strong ties to the wokeness culture and DEI, but let's not encourage any viewpoint that cool-looking characters cannot come from all walks of life, no matter the gender or orientation. So that for me, I don't really care what a person stands for or what their background is for that matter. So long as a character looks cool design-wise, I'm here for it. Furthermore, I also understand and am well aware of the nuances that inform a character's design, like backstory, philosophy, powers, and more. But in this breakdown, I want to talk about starting at the very basic level, making characters look cool. So why do cool-looking characters matter? Well, because they inform the basis of your game, the world, and concept, and gives gamers a precursor to what your game is going to be like. It's the perfect setup to give audiences a glimpse into your work. Cool characters are also a surefire mechanism to get gamers excited to play your game, as they would be riddled with anticipation until it releases. Now, we've all been there while playing a game and had that feeling where you just can't put it down, to the point where you're thinking about it all the time at work or at class and can't wait to get back home to dive back in. That is a clear sign of immersion, and what better way to boost immersion than to give gamers cool characters to play as. Developers who keep the cool factor at the forefront of their design process will automatically contribute to a gallery of diverse, interesting, and unique set of characters, which means that everybody wins because cool doesn't have a stereotype. Look, I am not a dev, but as a creative, I can tell you that being inspired to work is increased substantially when the material that you have to work with is engaging, so that game developers will be more driven to work when the source material is cool, which will serve to keep the overall spirit and morale of the team high. Now, this is a given, but I'll say it anyway. Gamers will want to play your game because they naturally gravitate towards cool shit. This is not debatable, this is not rocket science, it's just cold hard facts. Now, when you endorse coolness for your characters, it creates a focal point during development, which will help craft the perfect characters for the game's narrative. So that rather than starting with things like sex appeal, badassery, edginess, gay, or queer, stay grounded and focus on cool factor first, and then see where that leads. This goes a long way towards establishing a proper process for character design during development. Aiming for cool characters also invites true avenues of expression and can vitalize creativity for art direction, which are perfectly encapsulated in games like Cuphead, Minecraft, Okami, and others. Look, there is no denying that characters affect sales numbers. So if devs really want to make money after putting in so much effort, then giving fans exactly what they want in the form of cool looking characters will only drive sales in a net positive way. Any serious and smart developer, for that matter, would seek to create a good relationship with their fans, so that when gamers see cool characters in games, it will naturally foster goodwill, as they would feel that the characters were designed with them in mind. Understanding the market is a common sense position to take with little to no downsides, so that aiming for cool characters is always a good thing to do. I think when developers aim for cool characters across the board and are committed to outputting them, then gamers would de-aggro and tension towards DEI communities would prove unnecessary, as all parties concerned with character design are all guided by a similar driving force, that of cool character designs. Look, the reality is that there is a ton of scope when a character is cool, as it has the potential to create so many opportunities. I mean, think of it. Cosplay material, exposure to international markets, guest appearances in other games, demand from third-party companies for character usage, crossover opportunities into things like anime, movies, or TV series. We're talking toys, prints, merch, and more. There's a laundry list of benefits that come about from creating cool characters, bruv. And let's not forget that to focus on cool factor is always a chance to create something bigger than yourself. Lasting memories through memorable characters. It's profoundly transcendent, so that to my mind, it is not something to approach with reckless abandon. So whether we are talking about Pikachu, Cloud, Strife, Lara Croft, Chun-Li, and more, it is only through deliberate, meticulous, and thoughtful methods that these characters, and future ones of course, will earn that special place in our hearts. And while it is important to create memorable characters, let's not make them memorable for the wrong reasons. Because there is no way that anybody can tell me that this character right here was designed with anything cool in mind. Let's not mix matters here, guys. The reality is that cool characters go a long way towards building gaming experiences. They bridge the gap between hesitation and curiosity to decision and commitment. They are a fundamental factor for positive engagement and healthy reception. They transport gamers to worlds beyond their wildest imaginations, and they let gamers roleplay as personas they would otherwise only dream of. They create moments that far surpass TV, movies, and books combined. When all is said and done, the most successful and influential games that have ever been made would never have gotten there without cool-looking characters. And to understand that would mean embracing a philosophy about character design that isn't preoccupied with agendas or personal bias, but rather in creating something that would resonate with gamers. DEI and wokeness is not the villain here, but self-inserted, uninspired, tone-deaf characters are. Gamers want epic, memorable characters that they will be motivated to play as, and the best way to achieve that is to make characters that look cool as shit. And that's all for now. So like the video if you want cool characters in games, and drop your favorite cool characters in the comments below. I want to see what you think. And if you wish to support the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button and share the video. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one because it's going to be good. Take care.